I call on you to do more.
Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky's plea to Congress.
I wish you to be the leader of the world. Being the leader of the world means to be the leader of peace.
A direct message to President Biden, who's now sending $800 million in new military aid to Ukraine, including 800 Stinger anti-aircraft systems and 100 armed drones to combat Russian forces.
Our country's got to do more.
Lawmakers in both parties stirred to action.
And joining me this morning is Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, who was in the Capitol for that emotional address. Congresswoman, good morning.
Good morning. It's good to be with you this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And we just really want to know, do you feel the U.S. is doing enough right now to help Ukraine?
I didn't quite catch the question.
We wanted to know if you feel that the U.S. is doing enough to help Ukraine.
I think that it's very important that we support the people of Ukraine. The president's speech obviously was very emotional and passionate yesterday. And his strength and his courage just inspires all of us. We must do, as a country, in conjunction with our allies, deliver both humanitarian aid, and we really, truly have a horrific humanity crisis. As the president showed us pictures of children that have been killed, of pregnant mothers that have been in a hospital that have been bombed. Later, not seen on what you all had seen, talking to the Ukrainian ambassador, there are 1,500 children that are currently getting chemotherapy in the country, and they can't get the medicine into the country for them. And the mothers and the children, we're someplace between 1.5 and 2 million Ukrainians that have left Ukraine and are in some surrounding country that we've got to help. He's also asked, and we are making sure in conjunction with our allies, that they have the equipment that they need to be able to fight this war. I think that there are very complicated subjects, and I will be very frank, that don't belong on the front page of papers or in news headlines like this about our national security. The no-fly zone is a very dangerous policy. I do not want to see American boots on the ground in Ukraine, and I don't want to go to war with Russia, because the possibility of what World War III would mean, and nuclear weapons, biological and chemical weapons, are not something that I want to see in any country, let alone used in some kind of global war. So we have to be very careful. We need to be very strong in fighting for democracy around the world, but understand the dangers and why this is all so focused and careful.
And so it sounds like that's where you draw the line with aiding Ukraine against Russia. So during the President Zelensky's speech yesterday, you mentioned this a little bit when you were talking a moment ago, but we did see the devastating toll that the Russian invasion has had on Ukraine. It's only getting worse after a bombing of a shelter with children inside. At what point here does the U.S. say that's simply enough?
I think we have said it's simply enough, but I think what we have to do for our national security with our experts and our allies' experts, and this is a global, it's not only our NATO allies, but countries around the world are very disturbed by what they are seeing, is to ensure that the Ukrainians have the supplies that they need. And it isn't even the availability of the supplies, it is the logistics of how to get them where they need to go. A lot of that work has been doing, but even talking about it on broadcasts like this can be dangerous. So I want people to know that people are taking this very, very seriously. And democracy is under attack in the world. This is a totally unprecedented war, unprovoked, and should get to the heart and soul of all of us. But we also have to be very careful that a broader kind of war is not triggered.
All right, Congresswoman, thank you so much for your time and your insight this morning.